Alrighty, here we are. We're going to take a look at Redstone, Redstone 101. I've got my lovely wife Sunshine here to help me out.
Hello.
Alright, so over here I've got these chests, and I've got some basic stuff in there for us. Go ahead and grab
Take it
it.
off.
Yep.
Oh, Colin's setup is different. I have to right click. Oh, his computer is testy. There we go. Okay. Hi. Oops.
Oh, you're gonna give me stuff, huh? Alright, so I've got redstone in my hand. This is the stuff that you get when you mine, and when you right click and place it, it turns into this wire, this redstone wire. Now in that state it's off. It's not doing anything. But if I come over here and I'll make some sticks, and here, let me give you a stick. There's a stick for you. If you place a stick on the bottom of your crafting area and place one redstone piece on top of it, that turns into a redstone torch. So why don't you go ahead and make a redstone torch. Now if I place redstone at the end, a redstone torch at the end of a redstone wire, you can see how it turns on. The wire actually powers up. See how that's a little bit different?
You always have to use a redstone torch?
Not always, but we'll get to some of the other alternatives in a minute. But a redstone torch is always on. It powers this redstone wire. Right now this redstone wire just doesn't do anything. It's on, but it's not actually pointing to anything. So I'll make a door, just a basic wood door. And I'll come over here and put it down and see how that's open. When I power it, it closes. So here, let me break this down. I'll place it when the redstone is off. Alright, so every time I place down this torch, the wire lights up and it powers the door. But obviously this isn't a good way to actually open a door. Do you want to open a door this way?
Not really, no.
Plus it's ugly because the redstone is all visible and we don't want that. Alright, so I'm going to dig a big area here and I'll show you how to bury the actual redstone. Alrighty. So, there's a door. Alright, there's a few different ways that we can bury this redstone. I'll start with it up here. Just kind of guide it down here. Now, when I place the redstone underneath the block that the door is on, where'd my redstone torch go? Did you take my torch?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Give me that torch.
I was just holding it for you, that's all.
Okay. So when I power the redstone here, it doesn't do anything because the redstone only powers the block that it's pointing at. And you see that little block back there that it kind of looks like it's leading into? That is the block that's receiving power. So we have to figure out a way to make this block that's underneath the door receive power. Now I'll make another redstone torch and show you what happens. When I put this torch under there, now this block is receiving power and that actually activates the door. So the torch always provides power to the thing that's above it. But we have this problem where the redstone is powered by the torch, so the redstone actually won't make any difference. The redstone's just kind of coming over here and not doing anything to that torch.
So easily irritating, but I love how the redstone is glowing.
The particles coming off of it. So what we can do is build a quick inverter so that the redstone will actually impact what the torch is doing. So if you want to come down here with me, let me dig out more area. So over here, I've got this redstone leading into this block here. You see how it's leading into it? That means this block is getting power. If I put this torch on the side of that block, the torch is turned off. It's like a light switch. When the block has power, the torch is off. When the block does not have power, the torch turns on. That eventually impacts the actual door. So that's an inverter. It just takes the on state of this redstone wire and makes the torch off, or the off state and turns that torch on. So now I've got a torch over here that can open and close this door.
Still kind of annoying having to break every time you want to turn it off.
Yeah, that's annoying as heck. So let's come over here and you know what? We need some cobble. Here, I'll give you a piece of cobble.
Only one? God.
Yeah, that's all we need.
I'm kidding.
So if you take a piece of cobble and you put a stick on top of it, you get a lever. So if you make a stick and put it on top of cobble, you get a lever. So a lever, like a redstone torch, will also provide power. So it's the same deal. It's just I don't have to keep breaking it. I can just turn it off and on. So we're kind of halfway there. We've got our redstone partially buried. But now I want to put this on the wall, this lever. This lever needs to be on the wall.
Yeah.
Because who puts levers on the floor? Nobody.
People will trap doors in the 1800s.
True. All right, so I'll put a lever here on this wall. And now I want to get to burying the rest of my redstone. Fun stuff digging. All right. So a lever powers the block that it's on, which powers the blocks that are next to it. So these blocks are all kind of getting power. So if I put the redstone underneath it and just kind of lead it over here.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
Come back.
It paused down on me. Wait a minute, okay. Crap. It's not letting me. Am I going into New World?
No.
It's not letting.
Go into multiplayer.
Okay.
We're at the bottom, I think.
No.
There's only one server
Oh, okay, here we go,
at the bottom with one person on it. That's me. There you go.
Now the video's the same.
Okay, so I've got this redstone underneath the lever, and it's just following all the way over here to the door. But I have a problem. If I want to start placing blocks, see how this redstone over here underneath the lever kind of bends over that dirt?
Yeah.
If I put a block here, it cuts off the power. We can't have that. Now, with the latest 1.25 version, there's a way that you can put a slab, a half block, on the top so that technically we don't cut it off. But for older versions, there has to be some other way. So rather than having the power come out underneath, we just make it go to the side. That way nobody will know because there's a wall up there.
Yeah. Oh.
Set it to day so we can see what we're doing.
There we go. I was like, how do you lose spite? Let's see.
Alright. So now I can continue placing my floor. Can put dirt back out here.
You have to have the switch so low, though?
Well, for this example, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there are ways to get it higher. So now when I switch that switch...
Ooh, a wolf! Hi, wolf!
The door opens. And that's it. That's the basics of redstone. Redstone will power things. Now the cool part is There are other things that receive power. You can add power to railroads, pistons, sticky pistons, dispensers, iron doors. So we'll have to explore all that. What do you say we do that in the next video?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, that's redstone.